From your local election headquarters, this is Big Country Politics on KTAB.
All right, thanks for staying with us. Dr. Paul Fabrizio with McMurray once again joining us. We just got done talking about this impeachment that could be happening in the next couple of months here with President Trump. But there are a lot of other issues. What are some of those other issues that are still pending, if you will?
Well, one of them is gun control issues. Last week we were expecting the president to make an announcement about what he would support or not support regarding guns. And that announcement was never made, and then it got pushed aside by this whole Ukrainian thing. Also, there's a continuing issue of immigration. The Senate yesterday actually took a vote to overturn the president's emergency order to take funding from the Defense Department to build the fence. Okay, they didn't have enough votes to, in case the president overrides it, or the case the president vetoes it, but still, that's going on. There's also the budget. You know, the budget year ends for the government the end of September. We have a temporary spending measure that's going to last till November. And then if we don't have an agreement between the Republicans and the Democrats, and what's the sticking point? Immigration, then the government's going to shut down come November 21st. Right about the time we might have impeachment going on.
Wow, so there's a lot happening.
Yeah, and also the trade talks that are going on, first of all with China, but also remember the president reached a deal with Canada and Mexico. That's before the U.S. Congress. How is negotiations going to take place when they're working on impeachment as well? Will you vote to support the president, then vote to impeach him? It is a crazy time.
Wow. So it's a good time to let your voice be heard with Congressman Arrington and Conaway, who of course is not seeking re-election.
Yes, Congressman Conaway is one of many Republicans who said, I'm stepping away, I'm retiring. They're in the minority, so in the House they don't have much power. So what they're doing is they're just saying, hey, let somebody else do it now.
Wow. You brought up another issue during the break, and that is, of course, we've seen it dominated in our headlines here lately, vaping. So that's a big issue too. A lot of states are taking it into their own hands.
Yes, they are. And, you know, under the rules, they can do that under our Constitution. But the president has really taken a lead on this and said, you know, we need to go after those flavored kinds of vaping products. But then there's getting some pushback from conservative Republicans saying, how dare you do that? Why are you stepping in? What is the conservative position on this? And isn't the conservative position to let people work it out or let the states handle it?
Right.
So the administration has taken some important steps and then it's walked back from that. So the question is, will they continue to push forward or will everything be blown up because of impeachment?
What are we seeing on the state level from right here in Texas when it comes to vaping?
I haven't seen anything.
Yeah, there's not much.
Yeah, which is interesting. The action seems to be taking place in California, where the health director said, quit using those products altogether. And Massachusetts, again, another liberal state, Massachusetts, they banned it for 4 months. Here in Texas, I haven't seen anything yet.
I got to ask, though, why, you know, there really haven't, there's been, you know, deaths and a lot of illnesses with vaping, but we all know smoking is
just as bad or worse.
I mean, we've seen, you know, lots of deaths and all of that. So it's kind of like this, but I think, do you think a lot of people are just seeing this as like the beginning, you know? I don't know.
I think that's the fear among health officials, is that there's so much we don't know about vaping. How long has vaping been around? What, a decade or so?
Yeah.
So it's a new thing, and I think they're trying to get a handle on what it is. What's alarming is the deaths and this mysterious lung illness that many people are getting. And is that related to the vaping products, or is that related to them using unauthorized products? I don't know. I'm not one who uses these things, so I don't know about this. But certainly the government is concerned. Our health officials are very concerned about it.
Very interesting. As always, Dr. Fabrizio, we thank you so much for joining us. You always have such great insight. And the good news for our viewers, they can listen to you every single day. on the Professors,
on
right?
The Professors radio show.
Yeah, so when can we catch you there?
4 to 5 p.m. every day, Monday through Friday on KWKC 1340.
All right, we will be tuning in.
Thank you.
Dr. Fabrizio, thank you. Big Country Politics continues right here on KTAB.